Welcome back. We're here again with Vicki from the Girl Scouts of Northern Illinois, and joining us now is Shannon, a longtime Girl Scout. So this has got to be really exciting for you, all these 100th anniversary events.
It is.
Yeah, what kinds of things have you been involved in then with your troop?
With my troop, I have been doing lots and lots of things, but mostly I've been involved in planning the Girls World Forum, which will happen in July of 2012. And I've also been helping with the 100th celebration for Northern Illinois as a girl member.
Because there are a lot of different events, Vicki, like you mentioned earlier. You've got the Midway Village Museum exhibit, and then the big get-together in April, too. So what kinds of things have you been doing to help with all that?
Well, I'm helping with the blog that they're going to start, and then obviously I'm on here, and then
just kind of getting the word out.
Yeah, I'm giving out the word and putting in my opinion where I think it's needed.
What's the blog?
I really don't know. I was just asked to participate.
We have actually the Girl Scouts. We have a new blog.
How
that
cool!
We're trying to kind of get some information out there and to help, feed some of the things to let people know what's going on. So we've been trying to get some of our girls and some of our volunteers to help us kind of get it moving.
That's a really cool idea. Okay, let's talk cookies, because that's what everyone really wants to know. So how's the selling process been going?
It's been a little bit slow just because it started on a Monday instead of a Friday.
Okay.
But I mean, I've hit all my family. I know I can count on them, but I'm really going to start going to school and asking all the teachers because it's something different.
Yeah, what kinds of things do you use the proceeds from then once you're done with the cookie sales?
Well, my ship, we go to a lot of events, and so they cost roughly $20 to $50 a piece. And so I like to make sure that I have money for those.
Okay, so these cookie sales really are supporting good events that you guys have. So I know a lot of people who love Girl Scout cookies and just can't always figure out where to buy them. So, but Vicki, you were saying girls are out?
Actually, girls are out. Girls will be out in late February and March at our booth sales. And what you can actually do is go to our website. We have a cookie locator. So when the girls are having booth sales, you can go in there, put your zip code, and it will tell you on a specific day where the booth sales are located and what time they'll be there.
That is so high tech. I had no idea. Just log on and check out the cookie locator.
Yeah, so that'll be in place later in February and in March so that they can do that. Right now, if somebody's looking for cookies and doesn't know where to go, you can go to cookies.org and there you can send us a message and we'll try to hook you up with a girl.
Sure. Can they also go to your website too?
Yes, absolutely.
GirlScoutsNI.org.
NI.org. They can go there and we'll try to connect you with a Girl Scout and make sure that you get your cookies.
Good. So tell us about the new one.
The Savannah Smiles?
Yes.
Well, it's named after our birthplace of Savannah, Georgia. Okay. And then the Smiles comes from the Girl Scout song.
Okay, which you were talking about a little bit before the break. And how they've been selling so far? I
have not gotten a chance to sell any.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to have some samples out because they're really, really good. That lemon, that crisp, sharp lemon flavor with the powdered sugar, it's a very good cookie.
Well, because you guys sent some over to the station a few weeks ago, and I mean, they were out immediately. Everyone loved them, so I'm surprised no one's gotten a chance to get them
I'm not
yet.
a lemon person, and I thought they were really good.
Yeah.
So they're good.
Yeah. How have you seen selling cookies change or grow over the time you've been a Girl Scout?
Well, when I was little, my mom, she was our Girl Scout leader, and so she would do all the paperwork and all the stuff, and I was like, you're so cool, you could do this. And now that I'm in a ship, we all have to chip in as girls to help with fall products and cookie sales. And so one of the girls takes on the responsibility, and it's a lot different because I've done the fall products for our ship, and I volunteered to help the girls with cookies. So it's one thing to go from having your mom do it to having one of your close friends doing it. And to see the new cookies and the new names for the cookies, it's just a big change.
Yeah,
overall.
it sounds like a lot of responsibility too.
It is.
But that's probably kind of the point, right? To kind of learn how to do that kind of thing.
It's setting us up for the future.
Absolutely. I think that's what Girl Scouting is trying to teach girls. I mean, depending upon what age they're in, we try to give them as many decision-making responsibilities as possible. And just as Shannon has said with her ship, now they're doing all the work that the moms or the troop leaders were doing before.
Yeah, you keep talking about a ship. Is that like a troop?
Yes.
What is that?
It's a mariner ship. It's basically the same thing as a Girl Scout troop. We just call ourselves a ship because we do things involving like the aquatics, and we're partnered kind of with the Navy in a sort of way.
Oh, cool.
And it's overall a different experience.
Is that something that's unique to you guys, or do a lot of troops do that?
There's not a lot in this area that I know of.
There's not many here in our council, but there are some around the country, and so they can kind of connect with them.
I had no idea. Are there other unique ways that troops can go, or is that kind of the only?
That's kind of the only one right now. Actually, this goes back to our Girl Scout history. There actually used to be, mariners were a much bigger deal, and there also were girls who were learning about flying airplanes.
Wow.
But those have kind of changed over the time, and they're not as popular or as existent as they used to be, but there's still some around, and we're real happy that this ship has a long history, a long history in this area, 40 some years, and so we're very, very happy that they're still functioning and still doing the work that they do.
So it's always been a ship, or did you start out in a troop?
I'm pretty sure they started out as a ship.
Wow, so you've been with that the entire time you've been in Girl Scouts then?
No, actually I joined it the summer of my 8th grade year.
Oh, okay.
And so I've been through it, and I'm a junior now, so it's been a good 4 years.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of different experiences than I was used to in Girl Scout.
That's so interesting, because I think a lot of people start Girl Scouts when they're really little, so what made you want to join it in middle school?
Well, I joined Girl Scouts as a kindergartner,
Okay.
but I joined the ship as an 8th grader. But my teacher was also the leader. She was my 5th and 6th grade gym teacher, and so she always knew I was a Girl Scout, and she's like, when you get old enough, I want you to join the ship. And one day, she invited me to one of their events, and I showed up, and it turned out to be, they were hosting a little event, and then they had their regular meeting. And I was just blown away, because I was like, whoa, I didn't know all this existed.
Yeah.
And I was thrown into it, and I was like, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, that's so great. So you did Girl Scouts from an early age, but then you kind of converted over. What advice would you have for parents out there who have young girls if they're thinking about it?
I'd say to push them towards it, because it's such a different experience that I'm so glad to have, because it's something nice to put on like college applications and resumes, and it's given me so many different leadership opportunities that it blows my mind when I think about it. Like when I write them all down, I'm like, whoa, I did this and I did that.
You have like a resume built in, you're not even out of high school yet. Vicki, have you gotten a lot of feedback from Girl Scouts who've gone through the program? Has this helped them getting into college and that type of thing?
Absolutely it has, because I think colleges now it's harder to get into colleges, and you have to have something that makes you stand out. And doing the community service and the leadership experiences that Girl Scouts can provide for girls can do that for them, particularly girls who have earned their Bronze Award or their Silver Award or their Girl Scout Gold Award. They really stand out when it comes to college entrance applications and screening processes.
So it can really make a big difference. The service projects you were talking about before the break, are those for older girls, or is that for anybody to get involved in?
The service projects, the Rain Garden and the Earth Hour and the reducing plastic waste, absolutely every age level. That's for everybody to be involved in that, and to find activities and projects that work for whatever age group the girls are in.
Gotcha. And then what are some of the things that are unique to girls who stick with it through high school? Because it starts to get really involved.
Like for my ship, we go to events events such as like tug of war and knots, compass, and all these other different skills. And it's so out there that normally this is something you think of as a Boy Scout thing. But now the Girl Scouts and the Mariners and everybody can go to it all at the same time.
That's great.
I think the other aspect is travel opportunities. Shannon just came back from our National Girl Scout Convention, which was in Houston, Texas.
Wow.
And she was there with a couple of thousand other girls. And so, you know, by being involved as an older girl and being around for a while, she was able to participate in that. And girls go all over the world, either individually or with their troop or with a council group. We have a group going. We had a group go to Canada last year. So there's lots of travel opportunities for girls as well.
When I was growing up as a Girl Scout, I remember when we did traveling things like that, we would meet other Girl Scout troops, and it was like instant friendship, because they're all going through the same thing. Is that what you found too?
I found that a lot, especially in Houston, because there were so many different groups of girls that I could pick one and get along with her so well, because we have so much in common.
Because you're going through the same thing. It must be cool too with Facebook, because that's one thing we did not have when I was younger. Do you make friends and then kind of keep in touch with them on Facebook as you go?
Especially since our ship has been around so long. we have so many different girls, and some have graduated and some are just coming in now. And so keeping up through Facebook really helps.
Yeah, is there a Facebook page for the Girl Scouts of Northern Illinois too?
Absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
absolutely. We have Twitter, Facebook.
Oh, you're on Twitter
and a
too,
blog.
that's awesome.
Absolutely, so people can check us out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe even for girls who are interested, would you encourage them to come check out the Facebook, see what you're all about?
Most definitely.
Yeah. Is there, if girls who are watching, maybe they're in 5th grade, or maybe they're in 8th grade, or maybe they're even in high school and they've never really gotten involved before, is it ever too late to join?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because we have girls joining their summer of their senior year. They
Gotcha.
join and they stay with us just for the summer. It's all about the experience. You can get it anytime you want it.
That's so great. Well, thank you both so much for coming out. Again, we want to encourage you to check out the new box of Girl Scout cookies. They're very, very good. For more information on anything that you've heard about today, just go to Girl Scouts.
GirlScoutsNI.org.
My eyes are so bad. We got to work on this. GirlScoutsNI.org. We'll be right back.